wag po nating bigyan ng panahon or tsansa na darating ang araw na ma-impeach nila ang ating Vice President. I see Vice President Sara Duterte as the hope of our country. Impeachment is a numbers game, and if we don't have the numbers, sabi nga, to borrow the words of my ever idol, the late Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago, it is a quasi-judicial and quasi-political. The quasi-political doesn't mean that tingnan mo kung anong sinasabi ng iyong kaalyado. Tingnan mo actually ang sinasabi ng taong bayan, kung ano yung sinasabi nila. Those were the exact words of our former president. Because judicial, sabi niya, oh, may mga set of rules na ina-adapt ng Senate. But the quasi-political is ano ba ang gusto ng taong bayan? Our representatives should be representatives as they were named. Ano? Dapat po nilang i-representa ang kanilang mga constituents. Kailangan po talaga natin na isipin, iboto lang po ang mga senador na PDP laban, lalo na po included ang kanilang mga guest candidates. What they did to the former president is unacceptable. But the main question or the thought is, if they were able to do that to a former president, much less the ever beloved and popular up until today, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, what can they do to an ordinary person? Sorry. So from work, diretso ko dire because I just wanted to be here. I think nothing more. The latest update about sa development here is that Attorney Kaufman said that former President Duterte is in high spirits, verbatim, and he will keep on saying that because he is in high spirits. Mo na siya ang area mismo kung si tatay na kulong. Just wanted to show you guys how it looked like kung walay tao. Look, it's basically a normal neighborhood. At a certain time, wala naging siya tao. And then we are preparing, or we prepared for a program this coming April 5. Tito Nonoy will be there, and we would like to thank him for indulging us with his presence and attendance. Mingaw lagi diha. Yes, mingaw good actually because it's already 7:02 in the evening. It's just a bit sad. It's really sad, to be honest, what's happening to the former president. I'm not even a family member, but I feel very sad for him. He's 80 years old, illegally detained, not given the basic rights he should have been given, not given the courtesy a former president should have. Nothing much is actually happening or to update with. You know, the reality is that this is going to be a long process, I think. And that's what it feels like, at least. Na it will take some time. Alam nyo guys, the reality of life is that the only thing that we can do within our power as ordinary citizen is to really choose the right people in the upcoming election. Why? Because this happening to the former president, kung naamang ganit siya strong evidence, why are cases not filed in our local courts? You know, this is what I always question or have in mind. Why do we need the ICC when in fact we are no longer an ICC member state? We are not a colony of any country. We are an independent sovereign state. But yet we needed the ICC. when our judiciary or the judicial system is perfectly working. As an ordinary Filipino, it is within my rights to ask these questions. Those are the things that are, to me, very obvious. Taas ang adlaw pero gabi inano. Yes, because we are already approaching the springtime, and during the summertime nagdugay gud mawalang adlaw diri. I think it's around 11, at most 11 in the evening, or around 10 to 11 in the evening napagyapoy adlaw, but it's already 7:05 in the evening. Yes, that's the only thing that we can do. To vote straight PDP laban, vote for the party list of our former president PPP, and I think I'm going to list some party list that I think is very important for us to put in Congress. You can no longer, there's no other resort here. Nobody, the former presidents only recourse here, aside from of course ensuring or believing sa iyang legal team on one hand, and then on the other hand is making the people choose the right candidates in the upcoming election. So I was just trying to address or explain the importance of our vote in the upcoming election. Kung mapakita man natin yung suporta natin kay Tatay Digong sa 80th birthday niya, naway bigyan din po natin ng halaga or bigyan po natin ng pansin ang pagboto sa paparating na election. We need to have the whole slate voted into the Senate. And also, wag niyo pong kalimutan ang mga congressman and woman na bumoto for the impeachment of our Vice President. We need workers, not politicians, in the office. We need people who are forward thinkers, not only of political gain or personal gain or to advance their personal interest. Kailangan po talaga nating magkaisa. Kung nagkaisa po tayo para sa birthday ng ating Tatay Digong ni former President Duterte, magkaisa po tayo guys para iboto ang PDP laban. Sa totoo lang po, can you imagine how the Philippines will look like if they are going to be successful in the impeachment of our Vice President? Ngayon ko lang ako nagkaroon ng panahon para mag-live, hindi dahil sa ICC or whatnot, pero napaisip ako, kung hindi ngayon, kailan po natin iisipin ang ating bayan? Kailan po natin i-exercise ang ating vote? At wag po kayong sa lahat ng mga OFWs, wag po kayong matakot na madaya man or whatnot, because the only options for us is to follow what the COMELEC already released. I already posted something about this. If the only option is online voting, please do online voting. If the only option is by post, please do by mail or by post. If the only option is going to the embassy, go to the embassy. Follow. The most important thing is you vote, because then you have a chance to be added. Ma-add up pa po yung vote nyo doon sa result na matatali. Pero kung hindi po kayo boboto, wala po talagang ma-add na result, diba? Kung gusto nyo po ng Pilipinas na progresibo, kung gusto nyo po na ang ating Pilipinas ay maging maiahon sa kahirapan at sa mga problema na ating kinakaharap ngayon, ako po bilang isang Pilipino, bilang isang Alvin po, ay kumakatok sa inyong puso at isipan na iboto po natin ang PDP laban lalong-lalo na po ang mga guest senatorial candidates. Wag po nating bigyan ng panahon or tsansa na darating ang araw na ma-impeach nila ang ating Vice President. I see Vice President Sara Duterte as the hope of our country. Impeachment is a numbers game, and if we don't have the numbers, sabi nga, to borrow the words of my ever idol, the late Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago, it is a quasi-judicial and quasi-political. The quasi-political doesn't mean that tingnan mo kung anong sinasabi ng iyong kaalyado. Tingnan mo actually ang sinasabi ng taong bayan, kung ano yung sinasabi nila. Those were the exact words of our former president. Because judicial, sabi niya, may mga set of rules na ina-adapt ng Senate. But the quasi-political is ano ba ang gusto ng taong bayan? Our representatives should be representatives as they were named. You know? Dapat po nilang irepresenta ang kanilang mga constituents. Kailangan po talaga natin na isipin, iboto lang po ang mga senador na PDP laban, lalo na po included ang kanilang mga guest candidates. What they did to the former president is unacceptable. But the main question or the thought is, if they were able to do that to a former president, much less the ever beloved and popular up until today, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, what can they do to an ordinary person? Huwag po nating hayaan na manaig ang ganitong prevailing circumstances para po sa ating bayan. Alam ko po na maraming mga kababayan natin na nanonood, maraming mga kababayan natin na ayaw ipalabas ang kanilang boses. It's okay, it's alright. Basta ang importante po sa botohan, doon po tayo magsalita. Doon po natin ipahayag ang ating gusto. So, it really saddens me that up until today, the former president is still inside the detention facility. I know that the process is very tedious or cumbersome, but still, with respect to the process, with respect to the prevailing circumstances, my heart cries out for the former president. Wag po tayong mag-kolekta din ng mga solicitations or whatnot. Irespeto po din natin ang wishes ng family ng ating dating Pangulo. It's already 7:15 in the evening dito po. Ganito po yung lugar pag walang tao. Nasa bus stop po ako ngayon. Sana po ay marinig ninyo ang konting call ng isang Alvin po. At bukas na naman po ay pupunta naman po ako dito. And we hope that magkita-kita ulit po tayo. Ito po si Alvin, and tourism. I hope that you have a great day or night. Stay safe. Kung sa dulo po, ilaban po natin ito. Till next time.